My friend Harris for months was urging me to try online dating. Go on to plentyoffish.com, he said. There are hundreds of men just anxious to date you. For months I balked. I might meet a serial killer. Even worse, I might come across somebody I know. Eventually, to get him off my back, and let's face it, because I was more than a little curious, I decided to try it out. On I went to the site. Do you know they ask you for all kinds of information? First of all, you have to create a username. Oh, I can invent an entire new personality for myself. Let's try Mamma Mia. Oh dear, that's already taken. Well, if I can't be Meryl Streep, I'm going to be Demi Moore. Let's try Miss B C Cougar. That sounds wild and dangerous, doesn't it? That's done. Now they want to know my date of birth. I'm not going to tell anyone what my age is, but it's a good opportunity to shave off a few years. Next, they want a photo. A photo? Me put up a photo of myself on a public website? What if my son's on Plenty of Fish? Can you imagine how that conversation would go? Mom, what are you doing on Plenty of Fish? Well, I'm researching a speech for Toastmasters. Eventually, I find a tiny little photograph that I post. I'm all ready to go. I wonder what happens next. Ding! Oh, that was fast. Ding! Another message. Ding! Gee, I had no idea online dating could keep you so busy. It's a whole nother world out there. The first person to message me was from downtown. Actually, his username is downtown. And downtown says, I'm young and very athletic. I wonder what kind of sports he plays. His profile doesn't mention any. Oh, but he's 26. Let's block him. At the other end of the age spectrum, I got made a favorite by an 89-year-old man from Lethbridge, Alberta. I blocked him too, and then I realized, Alberta? He's probably rich. 89 years old? Why am I blocking him? Too late now. Distance doesn't seem to be a problem for some of these users. Somebody from Chicago sent me a message to say, he travels all over North America, and when he next comes up to Vancouver, he's looking for a friend with benefits. I guess he's heard about the Canadian healthcare system. Oh, but he's young too. What is it with these guys? They all seem to want to go for older women. Who knew? But I can tell you, if you're, like me, a single woman of a certain age, just wanting a little bit of reassurance that she's still reasonably attractive, there is nothing better to boost your self-esteem than outrageously flirting with a 35-year-old. They will tell you you're absolutely gorgeous and sexy and beautiful, even on your worst bad hair day. And you can tell them how hot they are, especially if their profile picture looks suspiciously like Matthew McConaughey. The best thing about it all is you never get to meet them in the flesh. That's why it's called online dating. I just love these young guys. The older guys, that's a different kettle of fish altogether. They're so earnest. They tell you how they love to cook and to clean, and they always keep the toilet seat down. I don't care if you keep the toilet seat down. We're not likely to be sharing one anytime soon. And next time you take your profile picture, please put on a shirt. But some of them seem quite nice, so I agreed to meet for coffee. Bad mistake. The first one I didn't recognize. I guess his profile picture must have been taken 20 years before. The second one swore he didn't smoke, but as he opened the door to Starbucks, the reek of tobacco smoke preceded him, and as he came closer, I could see his teeth and fingers were stained yellow with nicotine. The third one said he owned 2 factories, and he traveled to Europe and the Bahamas twice a year. I wasn't expecting him to arrive in an Armani suit, but I guess the Walmart t-shirt should have been a red flag. He's the one who asked me for bus fare before he left. Eventually, I go back to Harris and say, this thing that you told me about online dating and plenty of fish just isn't working for me. I've got more chance of catching a salmon in the Fraser River than I have of finding a fish in this ocean. Harris looks me in the eye, takes my hand and says, we've been meeting every month for lunch for more than 2 years. Isn't it time we considered it a date?
Ah, sweet.
Well